This video is to show you how to create your radial snowflake design. You're going to be given a sheet of paper that has already been cut into a circle. Please make sure to write your name on the back. Do not write Miss S, write your name. This is mine, so I'm writing my own name, Miss S. Now I'm going to flip it over to the front, and I'm going to start by doing some folding of my paper. So the first fold I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it in half. So I'm taking one side to the other side. It should make a semicircle or a taco shape. And once I've got the edges meeting evenly, I'm going to crease it, and then I'm going to open it back up. Okay, now I'm going to turn it a little bit, and I'm going to fold again in half, but this line right now is vertical, so I need one to go horizontal. So again, I'm going to take the top to the bottom, make sure the edges meet, and then make a crease. At this point, you should have basically like a T or an X in the middle of your circle and four sections, 1, 2, 3, 4 quadrants. Okay, now my goal is to make it have kind of a star shape, so I need to do some more folding. This time I need a diagonal. So I'm going to fold from this side over to the other to make a diagonal line running through the middle. It's very important that every time I make my edges meet before I crease and fold. Okay, there's my first diagonal line. And now I need a diagonal going this way to make an X. So I'm going to go the other direction. If you need help with the folding part, ask a partner at your table, or you can raise your hand to ask for assistance. When I'm done folding, I should have a star shape from inside my circle. Okay, now I'm going to draw with Sharpie, but you may want to draw in pencil first. So I'm going to begin by just going over my fold lines to make them stand out better. And if you would like to use a ruler for this part, if you have trouble drawing straight lines, you are welcome to use a ruler, but make sure you're doing it right on top of your fold lines so that the symmetry will work out correctly. Now, in a radial design, whatever I add to one section, I have to add to every other section. You do not have to do the same shapes as me, the same lines as me, but you need to use the same process. So what I'm doing is I'm going to start by making a star shape in the middle, and I do that by doing a little triangle or a little V in each section. And when I finish, I have a star that has radial symmetry. The design goes all the way around. Now I need to keep adding to my design to make it more unique and more detailed. So I think I'm going to go from the tip of every star out to the sides. And it's going to make kind of like a triangle shape. But look how cool. It also makes like this diamond right here. So if you're making your lines connect at the edges, you're going to end up with all sorts of cool looking shapes in your radial design. Oop, I missed one. You see this one right here that I missed? Okay, now you're going to keep adding on until your design basically fills the whole circle. So it goes from the middle all the way out towards the outer edges. The whole thing does not have to be super detailed. You need at least some parts that are super detailed, but it doesn't have to be all tiny shapes. So maybe for the outside here, maybe I go around and I do one big triangle in each section. Notice I'm going from corners to the edge. Corners to the edge. That's what's going to make it look really cool and mathematical. This is kind of like drawing using math, using symmetry and geometry. Okay. If you drew in pencil, when you are finished with your design, you're going to trace it in Sharpie so you can get ready to add color.